You probably already know how this matchup went, but we about to take a look at every single possession that Embiid and Jokic matched up. And we're going to see who really won that matchup and also what we can learn from their game. So make sure you subscribe, like, turn on the notifications, and let's get straight to it. Now, out the gate, it's vital that you get your two-star players to get good looks. And that's what both sides did. Jokic got a little set ran for him to get an ISO. He missed the shot. Embiid came right back, hit him with his pump fake, and drew a foul like he always do. But mind you, that first foul, oh yeah, Embiid smelling blood right now. He smelled blood. He want Jokic to get that second foul in the first quarter. He was hunting that second foul out of Jokic. He was hunting it. As soon as he got that first one on the first possession, oh yeah. 3 straight for Embiid. 3 for 3 at this point. Now that's a great fake by Jokic. A lot of people think pump fakes you got to sell every single part, but the thing that Jokic did to not have to sell every part of that pump fake is his pace. Notice this. Notice how he paces himself. Notice how he gathers his feet slow. By gathering his feet slow, he doesn't need to get his feet set like he's about to get into a regular jumper, because his pace already tells Embiid that he's already getting his body ready to shoot a shot, but he really isn't. Because if he was going to go downhill, he'll just go fast. But by going slow, it makes him think that he's about to go into a shot, but nope. Last second, gets Embiid to bite, catches his hands, draws a foul. Embiid always looking for contact. Hey, if you want to draw fouls, seek contact every time you drive to the paint. Every time you drive to the paint. Because how do fouls happen? Through contact. If you're going to go to the rim and shy away from the contact and be scared to hit somebody, you ain't going to get no fouls. Simple. Great hands by Jokic. Gordon bailed him out, though. Gordon bailed him out. But if Jokic is going to have such slow feet, he's going to have to make up for it somehow. And he has solid hands that are able to make up just for a little bit of it. And all night, he was able to read this hezzy pull-up by Embiid. Anytime he got into that hezzy pull-up, you see him wind it up like this, Jokic was sitting on that. But throughout the stretch of the game, Embiid made the right adjustment, though. Embiid made the right adjustment. I'm going to point it out a little later. Stay tuned. Again, that's great hands. That's great hands. Not a lot of people can read hezzy pull-ups. But like I said, since Jokic's feet slow, he's got to at least use his hands. Hey, what you calling that? What you calling that? That was a no call in the game, but what you calling that? You think that's a foul? Foul, no foul? To me, looks like a little bump, but Embiid got so many fouls that you can't call every single one of them. And on top of that, Jokic already be a little slow, so he can't call all the fouls on Jokic, or else he'd be fouled out. Hey, Embiid still seeking that number 2. But he got too aggressive trying to get that number 2 on Jokic, and then he got his own second foul. But it wasn't a big factor for the rest of the game until like the second half. But with Jokic playing Embiid, you got to give something up. You got to give something up, and it should be the three-pointer. It's got to just be the three-pointer. It's what he's not the best. He's not better at best at three-point shooting, like mid-range of the paint. Got to give something up. Embiid. Now with this curl going to the baseline, may as well just go under this. Just go under this. Chasing over. But chasing over anything is always going to put you at a vulnerable position, because now you're coming from a position behind the defender, and now you have to get back in front. But if you go underneath, close out to the body, you're still in front of the defender. You're still protecting the rim. And in this case, Jokic is not going to grab this and immediately go into a shot. He's just not going to. Chases over the top. And Jokic do what he do best. Drop a dime.
He's 6 of 10 from the floor. That's a lot of shot attempts for Embiid in the quarter. Here's Jokic.
Just a midi pull-up. Just a midi pull-up.
Great matchup here. What a pass. And then Jokic.
I don't think he peeped what Jokic just did right here. That was a great play by Jokic. But the thing that Embiid did, he anticipated. Now clock winding down. 14.7 left in the game. 11 on the shot clock, or in the second quarter. Jokic gets in this position and makes Embiid think, oh, he's about to go set a screen. He's about to go set a screen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna prepare beforehand before he even goes to set that screen. So I'm already on that left side. But no, what Jokic does instead, since Embiid is playing his left side, he's just playing on his back side. He just cuts to the rim because that whole lane is wide open. And the connection between Murray and Jokic, playing together for so long, so many years, it's easy. You just read the eyes. He's telling you you're gonna go. You see him go, drop off the pass. Got caught lacking.
Embiid will be an all-star as well. Perhaps James Harden and also Aaron Gordon for Denver remains to be seen.
Hey, you want to know how you're able to get to a dribble pull-up? If you're able to get the defender to open up. Notice Jokic's shoulders. He's squared, solid. Once you get him to break that stance, get him to turn those shoulders open, get out of that legal guarding position, that's when you know you got your pull-up going. That's when you know you get to that pull-up. Sometimes I really question Jokic's defense. Like, is he really trying? Is he really trying? Like I know his feet slow, but like, you can at least like give effort to try to close out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just like, he just be hopping around. Like, he be getting killed. Like, one of the reasons I say, in my opinion, Embiid is better than Jokic. Jokic don't got defense. Basketball is 50%. It's split. Half is offense, half is defense. And so now somebody can't play defense. It's going to be hard for me to say that they're the best player. Because when we talk about player, we talk about both sides of the ball. So I would always give the edge to two-way players over a player who's great at just one side of the ball. And now this is also important to note. Second half, PJ Tucker was on Jokic. PJ Tucker was on Jokic in the second half, I believe, because fouls. Or just maybe a better matchup because PJ Tucker could give everything to Jokic, just make it as hard as he can for him. But Embiid has to go back on the other end and score. And for him to do both, that's tough. And so you seen PJ Tucker on Jokic in that second half, and he did a good job. He did a good job. I'm not sure how many points exactly he scored, but a lot of possessions, especially down the stretch, you're going to see later. PJ Tucker made a lot of great plays, and Embiid made a great play right here. Jokic got baited, and you rarely see this out of Jokic. He gets baited. Notice that show. Notice how Embiid steps up. That little step up by Embiid is what makes Jokic think, okay, he's going to commit to me. He's up high. But then Embiid just drops right back. Drops right back. Bamboozled. Bamboozled him. Jokic in this drop covers, man. It's so tough. So tough. Good float by Jokic. That little right float.
Here's Melton penetrating, stops at the foul line. You got Murray trying to with Embiid. Here comes Jokic on the double.
Bad read by Embiid. But what I'll do in this situation right here, I'll steal a play out of Jokic's book right here. I'll steal a play right out of Jokic's book. You see the switch on Murray. He gets his post up. Help is coming from the middle. Help is coming from Jokic, and it's coming from Porter Jr. He's about to get triple teamed. So where is he reading? He's reading just his backside right here. And notice, Gordon goes out to Melton. You got Harris and Tucker. Now, these are the two guys you want to read, who you want to play. And you really want to read KCP. So instead of coming all the way high over here and throwing this pass to Harris, trying to get this to Harris in the corner, I would throw those behind the back and tell Tucker to slide over more so to his right side of the rim to make that pass, the passing distance between KCP to jump that pass a little harder. Just a little harder. Have Tucker slide over underneath that baseline to this right side so KCP can't reach all the way over there, and just one little bounce pass. PJ Tucker goes straight up. He gets that easy layup. But he tries to throw that to KCP, or try to throw it to Harris. KCP gets it. And mind you, Embiid only shot 10 free throws on the night, and he had 47. He shot 10 free throws, 7 to 10 from the line. So he had 40 buckets, 40 points off of buckets. It's not like he was out there just drawing a bunch of fouls. He was getting buckets. Peep the read by Embiid. Peep how Embiid was able to make this pass. Watch Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is a read now. Just like KCP was on this weak side just the last play, Bruce Brown is who he's reading right now. And so what does he do? He uses his eyes to look to Melton and throws it down to Tucker down here underneath the rim. But then Smokey Robinson. PJ Tucker smoked that, John. Smoked that. Oh my gosh. It was getting ugly. The second half, when Jokic isn't able to respond offensively and be able to fire back right at Embiid, it was getting tough. It was getting ugly to watch. Because Jokic was getting killed. Oh my gosh. Oh. Where's he going? Where's he going? Whoa. Great hands though. Great hands and great activity. But he was, for a second, I thought he was about to get lost. Whoa. Look where he goes on the jab. Why did that little ass jab take him all the way damn near to the restricted circle? Pump fake gets him up. Damn, this could have went very bad. But peep his hand activity. Peep his activity with his hands. This just makes him think and makes him not be able to put the ball in certain areas where he wants to. And then you get Murray comes over with great hands as well. Knocks that off Embiid. Defense isn't just a one-on-one thing, it's a team thing. Got bamboozled again. And you wonder why Embiid shoots so many free throws. Because a lot of people will be making goofy fouls like these throughout the game. And it's literally just a difference of 1 to 2 goofy fouls. Because those trips to the line could add up to, if it's 2 trips, 4 to 5 free throws a game. Because a lot of people make these goofy fouls that just should not happen. Just should not happen. And a lot of people complain about the number of free throws he shoots and always getting fouls. But players should be disciplined enough to not get themselves in those situations. But now notice how he changes his hezzy pull-up, because Jokic been reading this all night. The one thing he did to change his hezzy pull-up, he just changed the shot path. Instead of picking the ball up and bringing it to the middle of his body, going straight up from right here, he picks the ball up, meets his hand, and goes up this way. Now that little change, instead of Jokic being able to just swipe straight down and being able to hit that ball versus him trying to swipe and hit the ball where it comes up from his left side, if he tries to swipe from his left side, he's probably going to hit his arm. Because it's coming across, his hands is positioned this way instead of being positioned this way. The ball's right in front. So now Embiid could have that ball protected, bring it straight up, shoot that shot. Notice how the ball doesn't enter the middle of his body. It's only on the left side. It's only on the left side. You got to protect your hezzy pull-ups.
Midway through this fourth quarter, on the switch now you get Harris on Jokic. Good pass by Jokic.
They made that way too easy. Made that way too easy. Jokic, great passer, fantastic passer, one of the best passers in the NBA for sure. So what do you do with these passers? You've got to make it hard for them to find these passing lanes to throw these passes. And now notice this entire Philadelphia team. Nobody's got their hands active. Not Maxey, Harris, Tucker, Harden, Embiid. So you just opened up all his passing lanes because since you don't have active hands, he could throw the ball anywhere he wants to. And knowing Jokic, even if you do that, he's probably still going to find a way to get the ball there. But now you're just making it way too easy for him to just throw these straight line passes to wherever he wants to get to, just by not having active hands. Harris, now if you're playing him hand on his body, that's usually going to be a foul. Players could draw a foul on that. Get your hands off of him, cloud his vision, cloud his passing lanes of where he's able to throw the ball. If Embiid is going to step up to the middle of this paint, hands wide, hands out, discourage any passing lanes that he could possibly throw this pass to Aaron Gordon. But now since he got no hands, he just rifles that straight down. Harden too. Harden can even have active hands here too. Discourage that pass.
On the switch now you get Harris on Jokic. Good pass by
And
Jokic.
now if they just stood there, hands wide, showed their hands, you could have discouraged that pass from going through.
55 assists on 80 baskets between these two teams. Embiid,
That is just disgusting. That is backward. There's so many little things I just seen in that play. That was just like, damn, this dude is so skilled. Damn, this dude is so skilled. All night, he was playing with that hezzy pull-up, right? Jokic was swiping it out. Then he made the adjustment, changed the shot path. But now, Embiid is getting to his hezzies. He's hezzying that ball to make Jokic think he's about to bring that up and get into his hezzy pull-up. Every single time, but no. Notice the amount of hezzies he goes into. 1, 2, 3. Boom. step back. Instead of going to that hezzy where he could have hezzy pulled that 3 times, he just went to a step back. He just went to a step back. That's though that little game of chess with these little moves, because he could have pulled it there. You see Jokic swipe 1. You see Jokic swipe again 2. Jokic hand still active. Then he pulls that one.
Nikola Jokic, the runner-up the last 2 years. Embiid getting the block on Jamal Murray. Good track. Embiid stops, pops. It's good.
Embiid was going crazy this fourth quarter. Crazy this fourth quarter.
A lot of Michael Porter here.
I ain't gonna lie. Jokic should just start trying to take charges. No cap. I just realized that he should just start trying to take charges. You can't protect the rim. You can't jump and block shots. Take some charges.
The last 9 points for Philadelphia. 17-4 run right now.
PJ had that. He had that joint on lock. PJ had a lot of great plays in this fourth because they built that momentum. They was down the whole game. Fourth quarter came around, got that momentum. And these are some big time plays by PJ Tucker because these could be the plays that make the difference in having them having the momentum and them not having the momentum. He's so vulnerable in that spot right there. So vulnerable. Not only is he in the middle of the floor where everybody's just got eyes on you, he turns his back. So you can't see one whole side of the floor. And great play by Tobias to come up and take it. Maxey with the Veer gets the foul. Another great play by PJ Tucker. Another great play. Step back. That's just filthy. That's just different. That dude right there, in my opinion, best big in the NBA. Make sure you subscribe, like, turn those notifications on. Live streams coming soon. Check that description. Go follow Pat DOR, and we out of here.